Shattered remains of a machine are spread all over the floor.
I see.
This appears to be the surveillance camera unit.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
Kazuishi put it in the music venue for communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this? Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here. What do you mean?
Well?
Even if they know they are not being recorded, there's no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera. So that's why they destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough. They'd hesitate to murder someone in front of the camera, and that's why the killer destroyed this? And what was the thing I saw? I think Hiyoko got Ibuki to kill herself, but then someone killed what's her face?
Damn right.
Hey Hajime, take a look at this. What?
Huh?
Look what's in front of the door. This is a drumstick, right? It looks like it's broken. What happened to it?
Like...
If something like this is in front of the door, you think it might actually be a really big clue? Why would this be a clue?
Hey.
Remember when we came to the music venue? If it won't open, the only thing we can do is force our way through. I wonder if that's going to be possible. Yes. The door was locked when we tried to go inside, and the four of us charged into the door. But when I examined it, I found out this door doesn't have a lock at all. Huh?
I get it.
The door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handles. If a stick was used to bar the door here, well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening? I mean, you think this drumstick was used to lock the door? The broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that. Then how was the killer able to get out? Huh? I mean, the music venue doesn't have any windows. This door is the only entrance. They locked the door from the inside. The killer wouldn't be able to escape outside. Maybe the killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue. Then they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us? No, don't they use tricks like that a lot in mystery dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere. Alright, I'm definitely gonna find it. I won't let the killer get away with this. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, huh? Like he said, that might be possible, but...
Listen to the whole story.
I heard what you two were discussing. Chiaki, that was a kinda cool entrance.
Well?
Besides the broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting. What is it?
See?
Look, there's a weird glob where the right and left door touch, see? You're right, what is this? It looks too firm to think it's rubber.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't look like rubber, but as she said that, Chiaki bent down, scraped off the semi-transparent glob with her finger. Nom. Why are you putting it in your mouth? It smells like workshop chemicals. Workshop, and this chewiness. I see. This thing may be a glob now, but that doesn't mean it was a glob from the start. For instance, if it was originally a liquid that hardened into this, it might be possible to glide directly and smoothly into the gaps of the door. What are you talking about? Just as I thought. It tastes nasty. Chiaki spat the glob out of her mouth and left the area. Besides that bit about the taste, it's okay to consider this some kind of clue, right? Semi-transparent glob. Got it.
Hajime.
This might be impudent of me to ask, but will you listen to what I have to say?
Hey.
I heard that you witnessed the incident from the very beginning, right? So what? Can you provide me with a summary of the incident? I need to reach the truth behind this incident for the sake of dedicating my body to an even greater hope. No.
Wow.
Why? Don't make me repeat myself. No. This guy just wants to confuse us. There's no way I'm going to tell him what he wants to know.
How unfortunate.
I see. That's disappointing. Honestly, that just makes Hajime look a bit more suspicious. Hey, are you okay? Are you still not feeling well? Yeah. I don't really get it, but when I think about Nekomaru, it's like my knees start shaking.
Weird.
There's no way I've got that kind of weakness. It'd probably go away if I battled a strong dude, but Nekomaru's not here. Nekomaru definitely come back. You're right. Even I'm horrified of my power, of the eye of the Overlord. What the heck is this?
Nature, the collective will of the world.
You stupid fool, I cannot believe you haven't noticed that aberrant thing. Pitiful humans, they refuse to lift their heads up for fear of doubting the authenticity of the blue sky. Lift my head up, does it mean there's something up there? That's... Hey? It's a door that says F only. Alright, let's investigate. Gugh. You can see your whole body at full length from your... Yeah. Let's see, carpeting walls, huh? This thick black paper that's folded on the lower shelf, it looks like wallpaper. There's a lot of stickers pasted all over the front side of this wallpaper, and this edge of the wallpaper. It looks a little torn, but what does this mean? Huh? Compared to last time, it looks like there are less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? Nagito, did you come here to investigate this storage room too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it, or is he trying to stand guard here?
Hey.
So how about it? Did you find any clues? The tipped over stepladder on the stage, the duct tape binding Hiyoko, that probably all came from this storage room. There might be other things from this storage room that they used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end you're just going to be on the killer's side, right? Aw, I'm not siding with the killer, you know. I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it.
But...
That's the main reason why this case is really special. Huh?
man.
But I can't say for certain though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense. I guess there's everything important in the storage room. I guess I should go back to the music venue. Okay. Like, that's a big uh-oh. This rope that was tied to the batten lighting on the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died. From what I can tell, it looks like a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact that this music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in there. Which means, was it obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from there? It means anybody could have obtained this rope, and it means it'd be difficult to use this as a clue. I wonder if that's true. Huh? Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it?
Hey!
Excuse me, Mikan. Do you have a moment? What's happened? There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right? Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
I see.
So Ibuki died by hanging herself. That was obvious the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw that she hanged herself. You're right. Yep, I got it. So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well start searching... Well, as well search another place. Jeez, as usual, I have no idea what he's up to. A hemp bag. Ibuki had a hemp bag on her head and was hanging from the rope ceiling. But why did she have a hemp bag on her head? Wait, huh? A hemp bag. Upon further inspection, there's a Monomi decal in the fabric. Looks like this wasn't just a normal bag. Ibuki's body lay atop the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. What's on Ibuki's feet? I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are dirty. It's blood, right? But there shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. If that's the case, this blood belongs to somebody else. Blood on the soles.
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime, can I talk to you for a sec? You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah, at first I didn't know it was Ibuki because of that hemp bag, though. But I knew right away she was dead since she was hanging from that rope.
Like...
Which means Ibuki must have died before Hiyoko was tied up.
Well...
That helps. There's no time of death written in the Monokuma file for this, so I wasn't really sure who died first. It's true, the estimated time of death wasn't written in the Monokuma file this time, but I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. In that video, Ibuki climbing the stepladder on her own, so right after that... Wait, hold on. Ibuki climbed the stepladder and died right there. Does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's not impossible, because even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Hiyoko's death afterward. Two different deaths happened at the same time. There's no way that's a coincidence. There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. The dull light in that video must have been coming from this candle. A candle this huge might be perfect for lighting, but they didn't need to bother using a candle. They could have just used the normal stage lighting. Stepladder's tipped over on its side. This must be the stepladder that Ibuki used in the video I saw. Ah, is that a blood stain? Look, there's blood around the left side of the stepladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case, then it must be Hyoko's blood. That's the only thing I can think of. Blood stain that probably belongs to Hyoko's on the left side of the stepladder. What does it mean? With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. Did something drop on the floor here? Nothing happened. It's just dirty. Dirty?
Hey, hey.
See? Take a close look at the floor.
See?
If you look closely, you're right. There's a smudge as if something was wiped off. Wait, this isn't something. Is this a bloodstain?
Yep.
Well, bloodstain isn't strange. Hyoko's neck was slashed not far from here.
Still.
Rather, what's strange is, why did the killer try to hide it? Hide it?
So...
No, they weren't trying to hide it. They wouldn't have bothered wiping it off. The reason why the killer wiped off the bloodstain. As long as the body's nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal a crime by wiping off a bloodstain. So, what was the killer trying to hide? Hyoko's body is suspended against the pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape, and she looks like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it, who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looked like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is Hyoko's kimono like this? The kimono is all disheveled. Also, her sash is tied in the front. Did the killer do this too? But when did the killer kill Hyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hyoko's body at all. Body here. If that's the case, Hyoko was killed. It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before I came back here. That was barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible the killer killed Hyoko and taped her up in such a short amount of time? Even if it is possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so. Because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right?
Hey!
Hajime, do you have a minute? No, you're in the way.
Now.
Don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with. Help?
Actually...
If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hyoko's kimono. So I was thinking she must be hiding something. Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want me to search inside Hyoko's kimono. Huh? That's exactly it.
Why?
Well, it would have been a problem if she were alive, but she's dead now, you know. Don't mess with me. Are you saying there's no problem with that now that she's dead? Fine, if you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else. Akane! Yo, what's up?
Hey.
Well, there's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside Hyoko's kimono, so can you feel around for that?
What?
Huh? I don't really understand, but I just gotta check out Hyoko's kimono, right?
Thanks.
Thank you, Akane. Helping each other is such a wonderful thing.
Now then.
Let's see. Akane reached through the duct tape, binding Hyoko, and stuck her hand inside the kimono.
Weird.
Damn it, she's tied up so tight I can't really reach with my hand. Oh, wait, hold on.
Yo!
There's something. Is this what you were looking for? Is this a key?
Perhaps...
Looks different than the keys to the cottage, so this may be the key to her motel room. The key to her motel room, huh?
But...
If her key was so deep inside her kimono that it'd be hard to remove, it's very unlikely that the killer tampered with this evidence.
Isn't that right?
Because if this is a trap, they would have put in more toward the front of her kimono, so we'd notice it easier. Which means we conclude this is something Hyoko had with her all along.
Hey.
Also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything, but you look like you're curious about the condition of Hyoko's body, right, Hajime? Of course, that's why I'm investigating. It's true, there are several mysteries regarding her body. Well, just hear me out for a second. Out of all these mysteries, what I think is the strangest is...
See?
the way they wrapped her body up with that duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on Hyoko's neck, don't you think? Hide the wound on her neck? I don't know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? If her body was left alone after her throat was slit, the surrounding area would be a sea of blood. A sea of blood, huh? Two bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anybody faint. Of course, there's a black curtain hanging at the far side of the stage. This curtain, it's not wide enough. It can't reach from one edge of the stage to the other.
Huh?
It's not really a full-length curtain. This curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly. It's probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. See, the back of the curtain is taped for temporary use, just like the curtain in the supermarket. So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring that curtain from the supermarket?
So...
If they went that far, this was probably something that the killer needed for this crime. Why did they need it? Who knows? Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came so easily. Is there anything else? Ah, the AC control. This looks like the music venue's AC unit. That's right, you might be able to adjust the hot air in the music venue with this. Alright, I should mess around with it a little, like so. It's running as a heater, over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know why it's so damn hot. I better turn off the heater for now, that should cool things off a little. Looks like that's everything. Oh, hold on. Wait, every time I hit this button to check for what's around here, I get experience. So I could just spam this for a day and get to level 99. But that would be obnoxious. There's a control panel on the wing of the stage. Seems you can use this control panel to raise and lower the batten lighting on the ceiling. In fact, we use this to lower Boogie's hanging body. Speaking of the lighting, the video of the music venue I saw, it had dim candlelight ambiance to it, and it didn't look like this lighting was used at all. But why didn't they use the lighting? Was there some reason that would have been inconvenienced them?
So you have appeared.
I see. So you noticed too, friend. Huh? Notice? So you didn't notice? Are those eyes just little glass balls? Take a good look at the batten lighting above your head. Have you noticed the aberrant item? Look at the batten lighting. You mean that? There's something that looks like black paper stuck to the batten lighting. So you finally noticed. But I can't really see it from here. I should lower the batten lighting one more time.
I can see it.
There's no need.
By 4 dark devas of destruction.
Go, Mirage Golden Hawk Jumpy. Now's the time for you to take flight. Fahaha, feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my 4 dark devas of destruction. A hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand and ran up to the batten lighting on the ceiling in a flash. Choo-choo started running around the stuck slip of paper in rapid circles, and then the tape fluttered downward and was deftly caught by Gundam. Did you see that? Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder. That is amazing. I've never seen a hamster do tricks.
How pitiful.
They're my 4 dark devas of destruction. Hamsters are merely their temporary form. So what's with that paper?
Fine.
It seems like some kind of thick paper, though it doesn't have any special spells scribed onto it. It appears it's nothing useful. No, that's not it. There's no doubt this is some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that it was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, it's too unnatural. Let's grab thick paper. Alright, with this we might be close to finished investigating the music venue, but I still need to talk to Mikan and to make sure I get those autopsy results from her. If I were Mikan, where would I be? Is she outside? Wrong button. I actually wanted to go here. I can't go there anymore? I cannot go there anymore. She suddenly shows up.
Hajime.
By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened.
Right.
And if you can explain it to me in detail, I think I'll be able to give you some more useful information. Really? You might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth, you just want to make us suffer.
Mean.
That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'll gladly become the enemy. And I won't even mind when I die.
Damn it.
That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time, huh? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not going to tell me, huh? And it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings? You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously, the movie theater. After you said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. Movie theater? Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? Alright, with this we might be close to finishing and I still need to talk to Mikan. She literally was not here earlier, I swear to God. My throat. Ugh. How about it, Mikan? Have you found out anything by now? To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive. But it's not my fault. This music venue is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death. Because of the heat. Is that possible? If a body is overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death. I see, that might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot, but that's weird.
But...
Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death? I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occurred. First was Ibuki, then Hiyoko. But you're wrong. Hiyoko died first. As long as it is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murders. Huh? Imitation murder?
Huh?
Huh? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew.
See?
It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or a film, as an outline for their killings. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it. How would an imitation murder be related to this murder? Well, based on the killing order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie. That movie?
Good instinct.
The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed 2 people. The goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that?
Do you have a minute?
Excuse me, if this was really an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed?
This, too, must be the
It's
will
certainly
of causality.
conceivable if the killer wishes to complete the imitation. Hold on a sec. What are you talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed? Are you guys worried there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries. Things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fellow, so I've prepared a perfect countermeasure. Ahem, on this killing school trip, the same Blacken can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
Huh?
Mean you've added another rule?
Yep.
Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the Blacken would be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings. Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? No, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules. I see, as expected of you. You're very strict about games.
Perhaps.
I don't want to consider this possibility at all, and I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers?
So...
Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hiyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that 2 killers exist at the same time, but we can only vote for one person, right?
I am concerned.
We only can choose one based on a majority vote. The other person could certainly achieve victory.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2, or 4 incidences that overlap one another?
Silence!
Shut up! It's okay, I'll make extra sure something like that never happens.
Hey.
Meaning 2 killers can't exist at the same time, so it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right?
Wow.
Ugh!
I don't like
Alright, fine. That's right, there's always one killer at any given time. See? She outsmarted Monokuma. And if they hadn't accomplished, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is. Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave. I see, so there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little. Yep, that makes things a little easier. Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people,
Face your powerlessness!
that means the 3rd victim would be impossible! Imitation murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying that, and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation? Could it be you have seen it? Seen it? Seriously, seen what?
So...
Like I said, that movie.
Oh my...
When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets. The imitation is...
Good instinct.
Of course, it's an imitation of that movie.
Well...
Well, based on the murders this time, it closely resembles that movie, as if they were copying it. As if they copied the movie. I see, Nagito mentioned something about that. I love how they're showing him in this, but I did it in a different order. Well, obviously the movie theater.
You...
I see, so you haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts. Looks like I need to do that. I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki? Probably the hospital for sure. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place.
You're right.
Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time. She's right. It might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. Clues related to Hyoko's death, I should go over to the motel. There's still a lot of things I can do before the class trial. I'll definitely give it my all until the end. Okay. I feel like I need to examine this wallpaper, though. Carpeting. This thick black wallpaper looks like wallpaper. This edge looks like a strange way for it to tear. Seriously, you didn't connect the two? You're a fucking idiot, dude. Dud. Dud, you're an idiot, Dud. We just got the pieces up there, Dud. It's the bear. I speak in tongues sometimes. Alright. To El Hospital.
Well?
I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's only really been a few days. Hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right?
Hey!
Yeah, so I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Didn't you get this from that shady-looking alley where all those machines were lined up? Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then, if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too?
Man.
No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. That video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor. But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you're able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number, so even if you bring the same model camera on a monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning, even if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it. However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right, you did work on that. Should investigate the lobby first. Okay. There's paper, pens, hospital notice, blah blah blah. Surveillance camera unit on top of the reception desk. The only thing is surveillance is to show it's possible broadcast with this.
Hajime.
Hey, Hajime, there's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? Why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera?
That's right!
Oh, I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey.
Tell me, Hajime. Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. There's a black curtain hanging like there is now, but the whole display was pretty dark because they were just using candlelight. There was rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know it must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder, and without any hesitation, she climbed that stepladder on her own free will, and then she grabbed that hospital rope, and that's all I saw. Candlelight being used must have snuffed out or something because, you know, yeah. Ibuki died second. The screen went dark all of a sudden and it wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Man.
Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things could still show up even in the dark. The one I got from the machine alley was a really old model. Hold on.
Well?
At the time, you said you didn't know the person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right? Yeah? You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try to stop her, but I didn't make it in time.
Hey.
Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? Ibuki committed suicide? What do you think, Chiaki? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? Yeah, there's no doubt. So... Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it. Well, of course she doesn't, and no way would be able to figure that out so easily. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there. What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden. She's at the conference room, but why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I may just be overthinking, but did she seem a little upset? I mean, they basically just told her that she's not smart enough to figure something out, so who wouldn't be? Akane, isn't she supposed to be guarding...
Now then.
Yeah, I'm finally getting back to my normal self. Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win. No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey!
Well, I'd never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea, but looks like they're out of stock. It looked like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns?
Yo.
Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I have no choice, then I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably be able to fit in it. Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing? Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross. Wearing clothes someone else was wearing is even grosser.
Like,
No time to dilly-dallying. I totally left Mikan back at the music venue. Crap, gotta get back soon. Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. Looks like this is an open room. There shouldn't be anybody inside. I should go look some... Wasn't this Ibuki's room, though? Well, fine. Weren't we supposed to investigate Ibuki's room? Conference room.